a little bit of a different setup, but want to do things a little bit different this year and be a little more laid back and casual as we're talking about the 13th year of me making content here on the internet. Hey there, guys. I'm SonicGhost, and on this day, 13 years ago, I uploaded the very first part of my Majora's Mask Let's Play, starting my journey in content creation here on YouTube. And man, got a lot to talk about as always, but I want to first and foremost say thank you to everyone who supported me for as long as you have. 13 years is insane to think about. I didn't think I was going to be doing this past a handful of years. And not only are we on double digits, but now the channel is entering its teen angst year, as some people would put it. 13 years is a very long time. But I want to go ahead and talk about what we've done in the past year, as we always do when we reflect back on previous projects, because 2023 was kind of a weirder year here on the channel, I'm not gonna lie. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and look back at the one project that we started in 2022 and didn't finish until 2023. So this was something that we started in year 12 that we finished up going into this year. So Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion. This was a project I was meaning to cover for a very long time, and I started this playthrough on the day Splatoon 3 came out as a nice little celebration for the next game in the Splatoon series. And that project was going strong for about a month or so until a lot of stuff happened at the end of 2022. So I had to put that project on hold for a few months and didn't resume it until we hit the 12th anniversary mark here on the channel. The 12-year anniversary we celebrated with the return of Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion here on the channel, and we finished it in April. So that was our big thing that we had from the previous year that transferred over into 2023, and kind of the same thing happened with the project that's currently going on, to jump ahead a little bit, with Super Luigi Galaxy, as I started that at the end of 2023, and I've taken off now for a little bit longer than I was anticipating, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped uploading videos for Super Luigi Galaxy at the end of December, and I was planning on resuming. I would say my plan was about halfway into January, so maybe about a month off from the series. But as you can tell from looking at the upload history here on the channel, Super Luigi Galaxy hasn't returned just yet. But I'll explain why that series has been on hold for a little bit longer than anticipated. But I'm still happy at least with how Super Luigi Galaxy is turning out. I did think it was going to be a more simple project than it was. I was wrong on that one. But it's fine because I like how these videos have been coming out, even though they are a little bit more complicated to put together than I anticipated at first, with some of the back and forth I'm doing between Luigi's perspective and Mario's perspective. I am enjoying this revisit because we played Super Mario Galaxy years and years ago on the channel, and one of my earlier projects had a lot of different things about it I'm just personally not a fan of nowadays, so I'm glad to revisit the first game in the Galaxy series, but with a new twist, not with Mario, with Luigi. So I've been enjoying how that project's been coming out, and hopefully everyone's been enjoying watching it so far, and I am happy to announce that Super Luigi Galaxy is returning this week. It's not returning today simply just because I do have a Splatoon challenge video that will be going up later today, which I want to talk more about that in a minute, but Super Luigi Galaxy will be returning after a long hiatus. I apologize for everyone who was waiting for that series to return, but I'm someone who likes to focus more on quality instead of the quantity of videos, and if I'm not happy with how a video is coming out, I will not put it out. I've had some videos in this series that I've re-recorded a couple times because I wasn't happy with the commentary or maybe some of the gameplay. So that kind of stuff does hold the series up a little bit, and some of these later episodes have required a little more prep time than I would anticipate. I mean, one of the next upcoming episodes here for Super Luigi Galaxy is about a 15-minute video, and that has an hour's worth of footage. Most of that you're not seeing because most of it's irrelevant. That's just how long it takes to get to certain parts that will be shown in the final product. So stuff like this makes it take a little bit longer to put together, but I think it's worth it for the final outcome. But that's not the only thing we've done this year. I mean, Splatoon 2's Octo expansion ended in April, but Super Luigi Galaxy started all the way in November. There was a big gap there between the series. So what was I doing during all that time? Well, simply put, that's when I was experimenting a little bit more on the channel with videos. And one of the things that we were experimenting with is the return of the challenge series. So I alluded to it earlier, as today you're going to be getting a new challenge video after this one's posted. I would say around 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Expect to see that in your subscription feed. But Splatoon 3 introduced a brand new mode with its sizzle season in the summer. And it was perfect for the challenge series of videos I do here on the channel. I mean, the mode is literally called Challenge, like it was meant to be. So we were able to resume that series, and if you haven't seen one of those kind of videos before, the challenge series of videos are videos of me playing games in an unintended way or with a harder difficulty of some kind. So I'll play with, say, a blindfold run where I can't see anything at all, or like a one life run or a game, or if there's like a different mode that changes how things normally play, in the case of the Splatoon challenges. As those, we've had so many different things, like the modified Rainmaker challenge, where the Rainmaker shoots different and has different perks to it. Towering tower control, the tower's massive. Foggy Notion, where turf war, but fog's all over the stage and you can barely see. Like, these are some interesting and different ways to play the main multiplayer modes in Splatoon. And I've always wanted to cover some of the multiplayer stuff in Splatoon outside of just making some videos here and there for the Let's Play series that I've done for those games. And now that I don't post the stream VODs on this channel anymore, it made a lot of sense to me that we have this mode in Splatoon called Challenge, and I make challenge videos. It makes sense to show those off in some capacity here on the channel. And I've been using a different format for that too, because I'm in those videos. I have a face cam for those said videos where you can see my expressions and you can see me interacting a little bit more, because I'm using my live stream setup essentially to film those videos. And I think it actually just adds a different approach to things, and I've been liking how it turns out, because one of the other projects that I started back in like the end of December of this previous year was I played through an entirety of an Ocarina of Time randomizer here on my channel, and that's something that we've only ever done on live streams of my Twitch channel. And I've uploaded those VODs to this channel here in the past, but now I don't upload the VODs anymore to this channel, and I upload them to my live stream archive channel instead. People will no longer see that kind of content here on the main YouTube channel. So that's why I decided, let me try playing through a randomizer on here, on this channel, and see how people like it. So we played through an entirety of an Ocarina of Time randomizer. And once again, the setup was different, as I had a face cam for that. I had an item tracker in the videos, so that way you can see everything in real time being collected. So if you tuned into one of the later videos, then you saw right away, oh, he had the hook shot. Oh, I didn't know he got that. Wait, I go back to the previous video. Oh, he doesn't have it here. Now I know. He's going to find that at some point. This is going to be an interesting thing to see. So it's a very different kind of a format, but also it was a more casual format too, and I kind of want to do more stuff like that because it's very well received. There are other games I wanted to try out for making kind of videos on, like there are other randomizers I would want to play on the channel, and there might be more like one-off styled kind of projects like that that could just be a standard game, maybe a short little thing that I can play through, because I want to find things that are a little bit more simple to make content on in the future here on the channel, just because as much as I like making my more traditional, like heavily researched and practiced up Let's Play kind of videos, I do notice that by doing that, it does take longer for me to get more videos out once the series is done, because the prep time to go into another project takes a while. And I'm someone that's more focused on the quality of something, not the quantity, so I'll take as long as I need to make those kind of videos, as long as it's something that is entertaining at the end of the day. That is my main goal, making videos. I don't want to make something that someone's going to see as an uninteresting or boring project. If I'm watching it back in post and I say that this video is boring me, then I'm not going to put it up, because no one else is going to watch it if I'm not going to watch it. That's how I feel. So I like to take my time and make these videos as, as good as they can be, but sometimes those big, long gaps, they're not the best thing for the channel. So I would like to maybe experiment a little bit more here in 2024, try some other styles of videos, like more randomizers maybe, just because I think that would work well for a different kind of video here on the channel. They're very easy and laid back kind of things for me to record, as there's not very much practice you do for a randomizer. What are you going to practice about a randomizer? Where the items are located, you're going to research that ahead of time? That defeats the purpose. I'm not going to do that. So those kind of videos, I think I can get out a little more often while still having that quality seal that I would appreciate to have on a video. But at the same time, I still have other big projects that I want to work on throughout the year, and I'm excited to get back to making videos again, because this has been a really interesting start, I will say, to the year. I mean, this past month here in January, we've seen so many YouTube creators just essentially step away from the platform, because a lot of big names that have been making videos for many, many years have either hit that point where they're just done and they're ready to move on, just retire from making videos, or the burnout's hitting really hard and people are just wanting to try something new because they're getting tired of making the same thing over and over again. And I can completely understand that feeling, because burnout has hit me multiple times over the years. I mean, it just hit me this previous year. That's why there was a big gap between making one Let's Play project to another. And that's why I didn't finish Super Luigi Galaxy going into 2024 here, because it's hard to keep up with stuff when, so many things are happening that are outside of your control, whether it be because of, I had some personal stuff that I had to work through, or just in general, making all these videos after a while and streaming 2 to 3 times every week. It gets exhausting. I'm not gonna lie, it really gets tiring to just do the same thing over and over again while not really having any time for yourself. Because if I'm not making videos or live streaming, I'm not playing games on my own time. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, most of the time when I'm not making a video or live streaming, if I'm doing something in my leisure, I'm watching TV. I'm watching some videos or streams of my own. I'm watching a movie or a television show. I'm not playing games, because I've associated gaming at this point with work, because that's pretty much what I've been doing the past couple years. And I'm trying to break that kind of mentality, because there are a lot of games that I want to play for my own leisure, but it's been a little bit hard to do that because of what I do. So that's why I needed a long time to just kind of have off from making videos and streaming in general, so I can just relax and just ease my way back into things while also being able to just play games for myself. And I played some games over my own, like, month and a half break that I wouldn't have played if I was doing any kind of content creation stuff. So I think it was worth it, and there's definitely more I want to do on that front for my own sake too. I'm trying to find that better work and just leisure balance, so I'm trying to do better on that front. And this video essentially is, the usual rambling we have for these anniversary videos, but big thank you for everyone who's stuck around all these years, watched all the content, watch my videos here on this channel, watch the live streams that I've done on Twitch, watched any stuff that we put up on my collab channel, the Elpira League. It's been a very interesting year, but I'm happy to just still continue to be doing this. I'm not done yet. I still feel like making content, and I'm not going to be stopping making videos anytime soon, or streaming anytime soon, that matter as well. until that I personally feel that I just exhausted all the mediums on this front. If I've done everything that I want to do, or I just feel like in general, I don't really have the creative drive anymore to make this kind of content, that's when I'll stop. As of right now, that feeling, not there yet. I still want to make more. I still have more ideas cooking up in this head of mine. So I'm definitely wanting to make more content. I mean, last year as well, one of the other things I didn't mention in the reflections is I made a video all about content creation on a budget. That's what it was called. But essentially the video was just talking about how you at home can make videos with pretty much whatever you have lying around. And in fact, in this setup, I'm using some of that gear. I mean, the microphone here is one of the microphones I shown off in that video. This is like a $15 dynamic microphone that I have, and the camera I'm using is my cell phone. Like, this is being filmed off of my Samsung Galaxy S22, which, ironically enough, this is kind of a better camera than anything else I've used in the past, so I've been using this camera a lot for filming purposes now, and it just shows you can use whatever you want to make videos, and that was the point of making that content creation on a budget video. I wanted to prove that you can make any kind of content, you know, videos or live streams. You can do any of that stuff, whatever gear you have lying around. And those kind of topic points, kind of want to make more videos like that at some point in the future. I don't know what would be the next topic I would do if I do something like that again. Maybe it would be more of a behind-the-scenes look of how I personally put together some of my stuff. Maybe show off like a recording setup or a live stream setup, or even like an editing thing in general, like me editing one of the videos that I have from the backlog of content just to show how things are done. Any kind of those kind of videos I like making once in a while, because it's good to make different content like that, to keep the creative juices flowing in your head, and not to just keep on making the same thing over and over again, getting bored of what you're making, and just not having the motivation. Again, this is what we've been seeing a lot of content creators saying over these past couple weeks in general. A lot of them have just been feeling that burnout because you make the same thing over and over again. You're feeling done. And I can understand the feeling, so it is good to take those steps back. And I appreciate everyone who was patient with me, taking the time off that I needed to just kind of unwind, relax, and get back into the mental headspace to start making videos once again. So, to wrap this video up, Super Luigi Galaxy will be resuming starting later here in the week, and expect later today a brand new Splatoon 3 challenge video coming your way here. It's all about them snipers. We have ourselves a Splat Charger challenge on tower control. Features the new Mincemeat rework map. It's a different version of the map. They fixed some of the problems. So if you're a fan of Mincemeat, it got a little better. So look forward to seeing that map and just the video in general later today here in your sub feed. But that's going to do it for me. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble as always during these anniversary videos. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back into making videos here once again. So if you excuse me, I got some more Super Luigi Galaxy to edit. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.